All right, welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show for goldandsilvertoday.com. Now, you may have seen a recent episode in which I talk about the value of, adding bullion as a new asset class to strengthen asset allocation. Now, the purpose of this being a hedge against systematic risk, also known as undiversifiable risk. Now, I recently came across a note from a portfolio manager from Blackrock stating that gold isn't a hedge against market risk, particularly equity markets. Now, in this video, I'm going to respond to just that. But first, if you're new to this channel, please hit that big red subscribe button right down below. Also, please hit the like button. Helps to get this economic evangelism right on out there to the masses to bring more people into precious metals. Okay, so here's the article. Gold is a hedge against low interest rates, not market risk, and that's from BlackRock. So in this article, we'll get some of the manager's thoughts behind this, and then I'll give my own. So here we go. In the last few months, the gold market has transformed into a hedge against falling interest rates. It has become less of a safe haven asset, according to the world's largest asset fund manager. Russ Kustrick, portfolio manager for BlackRock's Global Allocation Fund, wrote in a report last week that in the previous few months, gold has become positively correlated to equity markets. He said that gold has currently has a beta of 0.3 to equity markets. This shift in correlations is not unusual for gold. In different economic environments, gold can behave very differently. One explanation for the recent change is that both gold and equities are increasingly reacting to a common factor: Federal Reserve policy, he said. To the extent investors expect the Fed's new policy framework to favor easy money and negative real rates, both gold and stocks are responding to the same underlying dynamic. As to what this means for gold's investment outlook, Kustrick said that he continues to see the potential for higher gold prices in a low interest rate environment. However, he added that investors might want to lighten up on gold as a safe haven hedge. As I've highlighted previously, gold performs best when real rates are negative and the opportunity cost in lost income is low. And as the Fed has repeatedly emphasized, this is likely to be exactly the environment we're in for some time to come, he said, all of which suggests that investors should hold for now, add on weakness, and most importantly, look for other hedges to help mitigate equity risk. Okay, so you may find this interesting, but generally, I agree, that if you're stacking as a hedge against what happens in the equity markets, I think you'd be better served shifting your attention to currencies. You see, the systematic risk I refer to in how gold and silver's addition to asset classes are effective is that of the currency markets. You often hear me talk about how I think people unfairly compare equities with gold. The reason why is because gold and silver are money. They are better suited to be compared with fiat currencies. And when you compare them, there's almost no competition. Over time, fiat loses hand over fist. There's literally an incessant risk to holding onto cash long term. And everyone, pretty much knows this. Now you can allocate, assets into equities, real estate, crypto, whatever. But don't just centralize risk around equities. I think that's the problem. Try shifting your risk centralization to other assets as well. When you centralize it around cash, for example, your thinking starts to change. When you shift it to other things, your thinking starts to change. But if you are just constantly thinking about what is the risk to equities, how can I build around that, then you may leave out of the equation, well, what's the risk to holding on to cash, for example? So generally, I agree with the portfolio manager, but I also think that gold is often unfairly compared with equities time and time again. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion for goldandsilvertoday.com.